Obaseki, God bless him in millionfold. He has tried for us.
There were laying of wreaths and 21 grand salutes of the fallen heroes. Elizabeth, NCA News.
Now, Benin City, the capital of Edo State, known for its rich cultural heritage and serene ambience, is gradually becoming a flashpoint again as a result of recent upsurge in crime. Paulo Mukago reports that unemployment, youth restiveness, and the 2020 jailbreak have been identified as some of the reasons for the rise in crime in the ancient city.
The Global Terrorism Index released on November 27, 2020 reveals that 1,606 people were killed in 125 fatal incidents, an average of 13 per incident in Nigeria as a result of rise in crime-related activities. While the country was bedeviled with armed robbery challenge in the post-Civil War era, the situation today is completely different. Kidnapping, banditry, racial killings, and internet fraud are some crimes that have stretched the nation's security architecture. In Benin City, recent armed robbery incidents at airport and Akpabala roads, as well as the failed kidnap attempt of an old woman at TV Road by NTA office, have elicited reactions from some concerned residents.
What we see in this state now is an extension of what is happening. The bushes today are littered with kidnappers, with bandits, and so they should go comb the bush.
The government have been tackling all the efforts, making all efforts to make sure life and property are safe, but then the number or the criminal elements or the elements who are the criminals, they are more than the people who you expect to really secure the land.
We should try and be close to our children, gist with them, know them personally, let them know us. We should take them like friends, so that when it comes to crime, they will not be involved in this crime.
The Edo State government is trying, the federal government is trying, but they need more push.
The Edo State government, as part of steps to stem the ugly trend, unveiled a vigilante network to complement police and other security agencies in protecting lives and property. In Benin, Paul Umukago, NTA News.
And joining me now in the studio is the Police Public Relations Officer, SP Chidi Mwabuzo. So you're welcome to Panorama.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's good afternoon, actually.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
All right. Like the background report that we just listened to states, the city is gradually returning to the days of Lawrence Anini. So some persons are worried that what could be the missing link?
Well, I want to say that I disagree with the report or the statement that says that the city is gradually returning to the days of Lawrence Anini. I totally disagree with that. I want to say here that in addressing these issues, there are little I could say in order not to undermine police strategies and undermine police operations in terms of security in Edo State. There are much to what we are doing that we cannot reveal on air. But I want to tell you that it would be recalled that on the 8th of October 2020, Edo State and the country woke up to face the hashtag EndSARS protesters and telling us to stop the SARS operatives. That is a special anti-robbery squad in Nigerian police force. And on the 11th of October 2020, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Abubakar Adamu, MPM, MNI, came out with a press release covering the special anti-robbery squad. And as day goes by, we come to the point of 20 20th of October 2020, where the hashtag #EndSARS was hijacked by the hoodlums. And in doing that, they went to correctional facilities, released the inmates there, freed them, and the inmates there moved down to police stations in the city and even at the local government level and set them on place, carted away arms and ammunition, and that is what we are seeing today. But I tell you that we've gone beyond the report that you just heard, because that took place long ago, and I tell you that Benin City and the Edo State in general is gradually, returning to what we know as a peaceful Edo State.
Okay, but there are still very, very much, their presence is still very much felt. Just a few days ago, we saw one just on NTA Road here, and so many others that people don't even bother to report about.
Yes, you're not far from the truth. In a city where, or a state rather, where 2,000 inmates were released.
How many have been recovered?
We've recovered so many of them. We've been harvesting them, and I tell you that we're making progress in that. And I tell you that we've equally recovered arms and ammunition. I want to tell you that we are not doing that alone. The good people of Edo State that have the security of Edo State, making it peaceful, they were equally involved. They may be hearing me now, I don't know their name, but I want to tell you that very many of them were involved in the issue of arresting these hoodlums and delivering to the police.
Okay, so those the very, very important flashpoints like Upper Sakwamba, Siloko, Yaipen, and of course Liha, linking to this TV road now. What efforts are on to, beef up security more in those areas?
We as a command, we are working to ensure that axis, the Upper Sakoba and the Hakbe and all that you just mentioned, that will bring peace to that place. But I tell you that it's no longer the way it was during the hashtag or after the hashtag #EndSARS. Peace has returned in that area. Even if they are no longer having station there, police station there as a result of the hoodlums burning the stations around there in Uweku, in St. Xavier, and all the areas there. Peace has returned because we've actually strategized and see that there's no point, the people in that area of Uweku, that is Upper Sakoba, not having their sleep, not resting. We now result to the issue of using the area command in that area to actually beef up the security in the area. That is what we just resulted.
Okay, so what about the fight, the latest in the fight against cultists? That's another major aspects that could be the cause of the rising wave crime.
The issue of cultism has been in Edo and even in Nigeria in general. But we are doing our best. We are not only working as a command, we are working with other sister security services. The Nigerian Army, 4 Brigade, the Nigerian Air Force, number 107 Air Maritime Group, the DSS, the Nigerian Immigration, the Road Safety, the NDLEA, and all of them were working together to ensure that we have peace return fully in Edo State.
Okay, so what assurances are you giving the people now?
The assurances I'm giving the people is that they should go about their normal business or businesses. without fear of intimidation or molestation. They should always report to the police and other sister security agencies anything they see as crime, so that we can promptly handle it. I want to tell you that this is in line with the Inspector General of Police community policing philosophy, bringing policing to the local level, to the communities, and we'll just have them posted to their local government area where they will be overseeing the security of that area, bringing intelligence to the police so that we work together. We're equally working with the vigilance group. We're equally working with the hunters. These are the people or group of people that know the locality, that know the forest.
They know.
So whenever we have any case of kidnapping, for example, they go with the police into the forest to do the needful.
Okay, so what about the National Sports Festival is almost here. So is it the same strategy you're going to adopt to see that it's successful?
Yeah, we know, for us, the police, Edo State Police Command, we know that Edo State will be agog with dignitaries, personalities within and out of the country. And we are working together to ensure that the peace of the land is well restored. We are working together to ensure that there is no ugly incident of kidnapping of these dignitaries that are coming, or the sports men and women that are coming. In doing that, our men on the road, on highways, that the Safer Highway Unit, they are there. The Federal Road Safety, they are equally there on the road. The Nigerian Army personnel, they are equally there on the road to ensure that, yes, we have these people well protected and secure.
All right. Thank you very much. The PPRO, Edo State Command, Chidi Nwabuzo, it's been a pleasure having you on the program.
The pleasure is mine.
All right. Okay, we'll now take a break. The news continues shortly.
The struggle for independence had been a long and tough one. Our founding fathers and compatriots sacrificed their comfort and even shed their blood. We cannot at this point in history afford to spirit away their sacrifices for immediate but temporary gains of today. Let us emphasize what unites and not what divides us. Working for the unity of purpose with a stronger vision for a better tomorrow. NTA, growing with the nation.
Together, no matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. Let's stop fighting each other. Let us live as one. It doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe or religion, man, woman or child. It doesn't matter who you are. Put Nigeria first. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
How can we develop when we're always in crisis? Families have become refugees in their country. No matter our differences, show some understanding.
No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
Nigeria, the only country we can train with remarkable potentials to excel. Let us believe in ourselves and change our attitude for the sake of our country and generations unborn. Let us revive our cultural values, which are our essence as a nation. Let us renew the spirit of patriotism and hope in our dear country. Do not take or give bribe. Be punctual always. No more African time. We can't expect to be global citizens and operate on African time. Join the queue. Insist that people are attended to on a first-come basis, no matter who they are or where they come from.
Nigeria, good people, great nation.
1,867 new cases of coronavirus have been confirmed by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control. In the breakdown released 15th January, the new cases were recorded in 23 states and the FCT. They are Lagos 713, Plateau 273, FCT 199, Kaduna 117, Oyo 79, Enugu 58, Ondo 53. Kano 49 and Sokoto 43. Others are Ogun and Osun 37 each, Nasarawa 36, Rivers 28, Benue, Delta and Niger 24 each, and Gombe 18. Edo has 15, Taraba 12, Bayelsa 10, Ekiti 9, Borno 6, Zamfara 2, and Jigawa 1. This brings the total now to 107,345. Those discharged are 24,535 and 1,413 deaths. Schools in Edo State are to resume on the 1st of February for the second term academic session. Governor Godwin Obaseki announced this at the briefing by the COVID-19 response team, where he also announced a review of the curfew imposed in the state to begin from 10 o'clock in the evening to 5 o'clock in the morning, effective Friday night. Elizabeth Omoko reports that the development is part of strategies to combat the rising cases of COVID-19 in the second wave.
This is the first press briefing of the Edo State COVID-19 response team since the second wave of the deadly coronavirus in 6 weeks. The team is worried about a widespread and non-compliance with safety protocols, despite an 84.5% increase in the number of infections, with children and the elderly mostly affected, leaving at least 12 fatalities in the state. Governor Gordon Obaseki, who shares the team, revealed that henceforth all public venues will only accommodate 30% of their capacity with strict compliance with social distancing, while hotels, bars, lounges, and restaurants are now mandated to cut down the number of visitors, close their swimming pools, and ensure strict compliance with safety guidelines.
The curfew in Edo State will now start at 10 p.m. and end at 5 a.m. In places of worship, people must observe the social distancing, and that as much as possible, services should not last more than 1 hour. In the case of schools, we have decided in Edo State that schools will not reopen for now. This situation will be reviewed by February 1st. We would like schools to reopen on February 1st, depending on the situation at that point in time.
Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu advised transport workers to ensure that their passengers wear face masks or risks being sanctioned alongside such passengers.
We are going to maintain our numbers, but the conductor, the driver will be held responsible, and the passenger that violated the COVID protocols.
One major appeal to Edo residents